just the other day, R. Kelly was charged with an additional 11 sex crimes. And these crimes are just below murder in the severity of it all.
How do we get here? Like, how do you get here from just all he wanted was a nut? All he wanted was a nut originally. And what's crazy is he's paying for past nuts.
The nuts of Christmas past.
And I don't want to just boil it down to that, but in his world, that's what it is. You see what I'm saying? Like in his world, sex just reigns supreme. Like he's obviously just sex is on the brain all the time. So he wants to have sex. Whether it's young girl, old girl, he just wants to have sex. And the fact that you were so infatuated by sex, and now that same infatuation is what is bringing you down right now, is this not what we call irony? Is this the example of something being ironic? I think so.
Yeah, man. Now his lawyer is saying that all these charges were actually the old charges that he already was found not guilty for. This would be double jeopardy, so he thinks all this is going to get thrown out.
Okay.
And then a grand jury has convened and is choosing to move forward. I don't know, man. My only, listen, I love sex. I love women. I could relate to loving sex, but not to being a pedophile. That's really, it has nothing to do with him having sex with lots of women. You could do that shit. You could be Will Chamberlain and fuck 20,000 women. That's all good, but.
Loving sex to the point where you gotta stable these broads. You squirreling them away in your little treehouse.
Nothing wrong with them if they're 18 and over.
So you're cool with harboring a bunch of broads, like you would have a crib with 5 of Vlad's broads in there. Just chill.
I have no problem with that concept. Look at Hugh Hefner. He was considered the man when he did that. He had a mansion filled with them, with the baddest ones, worldwide considered the baddest females, playmates, perfect bodies, whatever, to a certain demographic, whatever. Not so much to me, but to a certain people, he had the baddest ones. No, people just thought he was the man. He had his own show where he had his 3 girlfriends on the show.
I just feel just fucking all the time. At some point, it's come on, what else are we doing here? God damn it! Is this all? You know what I mean? Come on, man. How many nuts? When is enough with anything, really? You see what I'm saying? When is enough? And when do you realize that you're ODing on something to the point where you could go to jail for whatever it is? You know what I mean? I'm ODing on.
Well, remember his old lawyer, this old white guy who I guess has cancer and is about to die, said that he did it. Not only did R. Kelly really do it, but he took him to the doctors where he got these libido pills to try to control, subside his libido so he's not always trying to fuck.
Really?
Look. Yeah, man. Everyone has a different sex drive. Just because, some dudes got to fuck 3-4 times a day just to get through the day.
That's a mental illness. It's not. See, now they're gonna try to act listen, I'm just abnormal. I'm just some sort of super sexual fucking being. No, wherever your mind is, the mind controls the body. You know what I mean? So if you keep your mind on sex, that's where your body's gonna be. So if you just keep thinking about it, that's not your libido is high. You're just
Well, I
thinking
mean,
about sex. You're preoccupied with sex. That's it.
well, how does R. Kelly make his living?
Right. Writing, well, it should be writing love songs, not sex songs. It should be love songs.
Come on,
Okay?
now.
Yeah, well, these days, sex songs are love songs, right?
But he started out doing straight sex songs, bump and grind.
And
like,
even so, if that is how you make your living, everybody needs a vacation and a release from what they do. You see what I'm saying? Like when I used to do Oz, right? Every fucking police officer that I would meet, and they'd find out I was on a show, they'd be like, yo, pardon me, but I don't watch that show because I deal with that type of shit every fucking day. What do I want to come home and watch that for? You see what I'm saying? Like I want to decompress when I come home. So if you're writing songs about fucking sex every fucking day, are you gonna come home now and watch fucking porn? And then make another porn? It's just like, damn, like at some point, you might just want to watch cartoons or some shit. I don't know, like just to get away from, but if you're always keeping your mind in a certain place, well then that's where you're gonna be. You know what I mean? And your whole life is gonna revolve around that. So wherever your mind is focused on, that's where you're gonna be.